That's fatal.
There may have been a massive leak for the next Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And not Modern Warfare 2 remake, I mean the Modern Warfare 2 sequel to Modern Warfare 2019. Now obviously take this with a grain of salt, but from what Valve has been posting on Twitter, it does sound pretty possible. I'm not sure about Ralph's credibility. Going through the replies of the Twitter thread, nobody seems to be calling him out for like lying and everything. So I guess he is pretty known with the leaks, but I really couldn't find anything about him. And this leak did come out of left field, but this leak also does line up with another leak that came out. Some of the details are pretty much shared, so this could be pretty legit. And also future CODs have been leaked before even coming out. I mean, look at Vanguard, for example. Vanguard got leaked while Cold War was still like halfway through its year cycle. With that being said, let's get right into the details. I'm going to read some of the threads, and then I will also have an AI natural reader read the longer threads.
Campaign. New facets of companion interactivity. You'll be able to request and assist room clearances during CQB operations. These new mechanics were put on show in a campaign mission. Details to follow. Mission 1, TF-141 and several other members of the domestic military have been tasked with infiltrating what's assumed to be a safe house cell holding information on a drug lord of an international crime syndicate based in Ciudad Juarez, dismantling the upper echelon of the organization. You're allowed the option of deciding whether to go in guns blazing or covertly. Throughout the raid, choices you make will determine who on your team will die. Mission 2, Task Force 141 vehicle are ambushed by heavy fire from an unknown position. The character you're playing as is shouting out for his teammate to hand him a weapon. During the struggle, he is then shot. He is heard gurgling on his own blood and moaning. You're tasked with grabbing his weapon before diving back behind cover of the armored patrol vehicle and fending off approaching combatants. As previously mentioned, your character is visibly scared stiff, trembling during a DS, panting, and swallowing, which triggers a sequence where the weapon jams. Fast forward, domestic military police show up, though due to the frenzy, they have their weapons tracked on you and your team. Task Force 141 members are heard whispering, believing they are the cartel disguised as domestic military. You decide whether you shoot them or not.
So the first set of tweets is pretty much talking about 2 campaign missions and how realistic they are. So it looks like Infinity Ward is continuing the realistic route they did with Modern Warfare 2019, specifically that house mission where it's very close quarters and it feels, one-to-one scale. I actually love this type of missions and I'm glad they're going in that direction. But it looks like in this game we will be taking down drug lords, which makes sense because some of the returning maps are favela, and that map would definitely be very fitting for Modern Warfare 2. It seems like Modern Warfare 2 is also going to focus on decision making, and decisions that you make during the campaign are going to affect the story's outcome, which is a welcome feature. I enjoy games that allow choices, and if you pick the wrong choice, bad things happen. You got to suffer with your consequences, and I like that. I enjoy that. So as you see, Task Force 141 do return. We got Captain Price, Ghost, General Shepard returns, Soap, and Roach. Now I'm actually curious what role General Shepard is going to play in this. Is he going to be a villain, or are they actually going to change his character arc and he's going to stay good? That's what I'm curious about. Because remember, this is a sequel to Modern Warfare 2019. This is the soft reboot sequel. This isn't a remake of Modern Warfare 2. You get what I'm saying? So General Shepard could be completely different in this game.
Multiplayer. Extraction type mode. Ricochet perk. Grants special ammunition that ricochets off of surfaces. Bounty Hunter perk. Field upgrades return. Operators return. Floor is lava game mode. Uplink mode. Hostage mode, CQB style.
With the multiplayer modes, Extraction, I heard, is supposed to be like an Escape from Tarkov type game mode, where you're on a big map, probably like a Warzone size map. You gotta, grab your loot and everything like that, and then you gotta extract to collect your loot and your XP. And I think if you die in that game mode, you're sort of eliminated, similar to like Warzone, and then you gotta jump back in with new loot in order to have another chance at finding more loot and extracting with it. The Ricochet perk was actually cut content from Modern Warfare. I mean, a lot of stuff were cut content from Modern Warfare, but the Ricochet perk we can actually see in Modern Warfare as cut content. And as you can see, the bullets bounce off the walls.
Okay, Cruiser, hit the deck. When your teammates are down, revive them. Approach your teammate and revive them.
Floor's lava game mode sounds like stupid fun. And hostage mode sounds like a Rainbow Six type game mode. My guess is that you have to go into a small house on a map and grab the hostage while the people in the house have to fend you off. That's my guess. As you can see for the returning maps, Favela, Terminal, High Rise, Shipment, and Quarry. As you can see with weapons, obviously this is not the full collection of weapons. This is just some of the ones that are in the league.
Weapons: assault rifles, MK47, DTMDR, Beretta ARX 160, AK-47 multiple variants, SMG, MP5K, MP9, MP7, UMP45, VZ.61. Marksman rifles, Kel-Tec RFB, M110 SAS. Shotguns, Spurs 12, Savage M24. Pistols, and Hardballer, Beretta, CZP-09. Snipers, BFG 50, Chaytak Intervention. Lever action, Winchester 92. Browning BLR, Savage M99. Launchers, RPG 7. Knives, Karambit, Butterfly Knife, Combat Knife.
It also looks like the gunsmith is going to be worked on even more to include a bunch of different ammo calibers like .300 AAC Blackout rounds, .458, .45 ACP, 7.62, .350 Legend, .450 Bushmaster, as well as a great many of different grips, magazines, stocks, muzzle devices, and handguards. For weapon inspection, during multiplayer matches, you'll be able to customize your weapon gunsmith on the fly, view stats, etc. Very similar to how Battlefield 2042's live customization option does it. However, the UI seems considerably more comprehensive, which is crazy to hear that Modern Warfare 2021 is going to have a more comprehensive UI design and gun customization system than Battlefield 2042, but I'm also not surprised to hear that because Modern Warfare's original gunsmith was ahead of its time actually, and it was more akin to how Escape from Tarkov looks when you customize your gun. The camo progression sounds really fun. So apparently you will have rusty camos depending on how many kills you're actually getting with your gun. If you're using a gun and getting thousands of kills with it, then it's going to progressively show more wear and tear on your gun. You'll see scratches, some rust, and all that stuff. That sounds like a really cool idea. Obviously Warzone is here to stay, so with Warzone 2022 we're going to have Prop Hunt, a limited time mode, a new level of verticality, a ladder field upgrade, which my guess is similar to like Death Stranding, how you can stretch out a ladder and like let go of it and you can cause a little bridge. So maybe you can do that in across terrain, cause a little bridge, or climb up something. The map is going to be made up of a blend of Modern Warfare 2 maps and new points of interest like a desert themed area on the map. The MIL Mi-24 helicopter will be available to use. You can purchase perks at a buy station. There's going to be a ranked Warzone mode, which is awesome, and destructible environments, which as we saw, destructible environments was introduced in Vanguard, and Vanguard is on the Modern Warfare engine. So that is very believable that we can see even more destructible environments in Modern Warfare 2 2022. Now for campaign users, this sounds fucking awesome. AI is going to be a lot smarter, more receptive and flexible AI system. The AI now has advanced awareness. AI will react realistically to bullet wounds depending on where they have been shot. Their body will recoil back authentically, so if they were to be hit in the shoulder, they'll shout and grab the wound. If they're shot in the head, they'll drop like a sack of rocks, similar to like Tarkov. If shot in the leg, they'll limp for cover, and if out of ammo, they'll charge you in hopes to kill you by butting you with their gun or pull out a knife and try and stab you. Enemies will also call out for the names of their teammates in combat, giving more like life to the AI, which just sounds insane to me to see AI that advanced in a Call of Duty game. With SBMM, obviously SBMM is still going to be in the code, but there's apparently plans to introduce bot pools, PvP versus E, on the condition that a player's stats are eligible to enter these lobbies. With the overhaul in AI, so with AI being smarter, they'll be able to track and equal a player's level of skill throughout a match countering smurfs. So by countering smurfs, what they mean is that someone who's an actually really good player, tanking their KD just to be in the lower bot pools, the bots in these lower bot pools are actually going to learn your playstyle and be equally as good as you, so that you actually can't enjoy the lower SBMM pools because these AI bots are going to constantly be killing you, forcing you not to have fun anymore, and then you're just going to want to, go back to your actual SBMM pool and play there. We got the box art color scheme. So these are the colors that are apparently going to be on the box art. very curious to what it's going to look like. My guess, with all the yellows and the orange, it's probably going to look like the original Modern Warfare 2 color, you know, with the desert camo operator on it. This could change in the future, but it does sound really cool nonetheless. What do you guys think about this leak? Are you excited for Modern Warfare 2 in 2022? I personally love the Modern Warfare series. They're my favorite COD, so I cannot wait for it. Just reading this already has me excited. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of it, and I'll catch you guys next video. Video statement note, stay proper. Peace. Shout out to these comments on my past videos. Crazed14Hazed commented, love this, used to do the same kind of things in that game. Thank you for the comment, Crazed. Sunshine commented, Steven, laugh my ass off, glad you made it to Nebula. I'm glad I did too, it was a funny game. Mimi Boy commented, for some reason I wish I could re-enter the vault and explore the blocked off sections. Shame that they won't let us do that. It would be kind of neat. I agree, I think you should be able to re-enter Vault 76 at your own leisure and just explore. King Pseudo commented, Cold War is not even bad. Cold War is absolute dog shit, and you're lying to yourself if you think otherwise. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like the video and comment for me to read your comment in the next video. Take care.